Hello Ropes, here we are again in yet another Survivor ORG. Being a hero, I really kind of bonded more with the villains as this game opened. I talked a lot to Clever Lang because, you know, I gotta make that happen. I talked a lot to Hannibal, I talked a lot to Mike Myers, and, you know, I really kind of did my rounds and chatted with the villains. And I chatted with the heroes a lot less, which is funny because I feel like a lot of people really pigeonholed themselves in and tried to talk to their perceived tribes. Not me, it's not how I play. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, if that's going to hurt me or it's not going to hurt me, but we're going to see, because I'm a hero and I'm on a hero tribe and I kind of have to go from there. It's really, really difficult to find your footing when you have 5 people in a group. It's very, very easy to get a majority, and it's very easy to swing a vote last minute. You just need one person to really move to swing a vote. It's too tenuous. There's something really nerve-wracking about it. And I've done this before. I've been on a tribe of 5 people in Scotland, but that was a little bit different. I picked that tribe. I literally had the 2 greatest allies in Cochrane and Rocky, which is funny because I'm Rocky now. Anyways, off topic. But I had 2 great allies, and then I had 2 other people who thought I was allied with them. So basically I was in the middle of 2 groups of 2, and I could have gone whichever way I wanted. And I had this specific way, my real alliance and my fake alliance. So I knew how I wanted to do things. This tribe doesn't feel that way at all. It feels like 5 individual people. We're still trying to get to know each other. And I don't know who's really talked to who the most, because I haven't talked to any of them the most, but I feel like I've talked to all of them enough where there has to be something there. That's not going to put my name up for the first vote, but I don't know. It makes me so nervous. Anyway, if I had to hand-pick my hero's tribe, I probably would have picked a similar tribe to this, except maybe Luke Skywalker would have been on it. I feel like I talked to him a little bit more than I talked to some of the people that are on the tribe that I'm on. But in general, I can't complain. The people on the Skywalker tribe are people that I did not really converse with at all. Bastion, or whatever his name is, I haven't seen the Neverending Story in a really long time, so I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. Barely had any conversation with him. Very brief. He said he heard good things about me from people, blah blah, as things go. But we never really conversed. I didn't even hear from Marty McFly until day 2. So I don't know how active he is or how much conversations he's had with people. Superman was very non-conversation, snooze, fast forward. Jack Sparrow I already complained about. Too in character in his messages. Eventually you kind of have to let that guard down. You kind of have to talk game. And when someone gives you an opening, so what do you feel about this? You have to give them something, even if it's just a fake response. You can't ignore the question and just make a joke about rum. That doesn't work. But I imagine I'm going to be playing with those people one day if I can make it past this little mini 5-person tribe round. So I probably should start thinking about making friends with them sooner than later. What's more important than the other hero's tribe is my hero's tribe, named after me, which is interesting because it's got people on my tribe already questioning if maybe the tribe is named Stallions because I'm going to have some special power, which I am mortified by, and I don't want people thinking that or speculating that. That seems completely and totally ridiculous, and it needs to stop. So that just needs to be shut right down. I don't want to name special power, and I don't think I'm going to have one, so let's just move on. What else are you going to name the tribe? Stallions is a great tribe name. I mean, I'm trying to think, and nothing else is really jumping out at me. Anyway, let's talk about my tribe. I'm on a tribe with, I feel like, the more talkative of the heroes, at least as far as my game went the first night. There are varying levels of how much they're talking and how much I think that they're really into the game. I feel like I get along with all of them decently enough, but I'm sure they all get along with each other. I don't think there's any bad blood or there's any person who jumps out right away as this has got to be our first target because they're the most inactive, or they're overplaying. There doesn't seem to be that person. Unless that person's me, which I freaking hope not. But I guess we'll start. Let's talk Mr. Miyagi. Since I mentioned the theory that the stallions might have something to do with me. That was Mr. Miyagi's theory. He brought it up to someone else, who then brought it up to me, and then he brought it up to me. Mr. Miyagi is doing the speaking character thing, which I get. It's the easiest way to start the game if you have a character where you can do that. That's never been my personal go-to in this game, but a lot of people do it. And when I say a lot of people, I mean Tom. Tom does it. Tom, is that you? Are you Mr. Miyagi? Because for the rest of the time that I play these games, anytime someone gets real into character like that, it's going to be my first guess. So, Miyagi-Tom. Well, that's what I have to say about that. I actually don't have complaints about him speaking in his Rocky-san, Rope-san, haiku talk, because I feel like while he's doing that, it's not rubbing me the wrong way quite yet, because he's still talking game, and he still seems interested in talking game, and that is what matters most to me. If you want to talk game and talk in your silly voice, then that's fine. It's not like Devin Scotland where you couldn't even understand what she was saying. So I'm not as bothered by Miyagi as some people are, but I do think some people are a little iffy on it, so that could be a problem for not me, but Mr. Miyagi. Who else? Navin Johnson? I don't know. I actually had to Google him because I have never seen The Jerk. That is going to have to go on my must-watch viewing for the weekend, I guess, if I don't lose power because I'm in the middle of a snowstorm. I've never seen the movie, don't know anything about it. Sounds like it's really funny. I think Steve Martin's pretty funny, so I'm on board. I'll check it out. But in the meantime, I do not know how to pronounce Navin, I don't know, Naveen, whatever his name is, I don't know how to pronounce it. I already said in my confessional that he reminds me of Adam, aka Wreck-It Roger from Return to Amazon, and I don't know what it is, it's just this vibe that I get. He used a nickname once, and then, I don't know, there was just something about it. You know, sometimes you just get that feeling. I'm sure it's wrong. I definitely won't make the same mistakes I made with Roger, just in case. And on a 5-person tribe, it's a little bit easier to make somebody feel important. And he has been around a lot today, and I've had a chance to talk to him a decent amount, I feel. Because I think I spent a lot of time on the boards, and maybe more time than some other people on my tribe. Although I'm trying to not overspend time on the boards, because I don't want to be overplaying this early. There's a fine line. So I like him, and I think there's potential there, and I think he's really trying. And, you know, we talked about, well, let's post all the avatars, which I could have done in 2 minutes, but I let him post his first, and then I posted the ones I said I was going to post, and it's all cute because we're buddies and we're working together, and we're practicing our picture posting, because it's hard, you know. I feel like Inigo Montoya, also a great character, by the way, I feel like he has been around not a ton, at least as far as timing when I'm on goes, but I feel like when I talk to him, I have pretty legitimate conversations. There are some people who said they talk to him the least. I don't feel that way personally on my end, but I understand that he's maybe not the most active. I think he has potential. He's one of the first people I talked to on night one. I thought he had potential then. I still think he has potential now, but I also think he has potential to like kind of crash and burn. So it could go either way. As far as least talkative on the tribe, the person that I've talked to the least is Indiana Jones, which is ridiculous because I want his avatar. Like, I want to be Indiana Jones. And Harrison Ford is my made-up boyfriend in my mind sometimes. I don't care how old he is now. And he looks great in that Indiana Jones profile picture, and I would love to be in an alliance with him and work all game looking at that picture. But guess what? I feel like Indy has been the least active as far as PMing, and I feel like I've seen him around the least. And it's interesting because I feel like he's the first one to post in like the group boards, but then I feel like he's not around as much to have those one-on-one conversations. he's someone I talked to early on that I got a good vibe from. I still get a good vibe from him. I just feel like he's a little bit less involved than everyone else at this point, at least as far as his relationship with me goes. There are a lot of varying ways that all of this can go anyways. Just because I'm talking to people a certain amount doesn't mean everybody else is, and I don't know how much the rest of the tribe is talking to one another. They could be talking to me the least, and I just have no clue. So that's why this first vote is going to be huge. Very nervous about having to put who I would vote for in my confessional. I have no idea who I'm going to put. I'm hoping I can talk to some people on the tribe before I put a name down, just in case that name is revealed to that person. I need to make sure that I'm being backed by my tribe. If I had to pick off the top of my head right now, I would pick Indy because I've talked to him the least. But I really want to find a little maturity with two other people and hope that I can just stick hard and fast to that. If I can just get two people to feel mostly loyal to me, then I'm golden for now. So I really, really have to figure this out, and I have no idea which way this is going to go. I don't have anybody I've super bonded with yet, and I'm not sure who it's going to be, but gotta work on it. Like I said, I'm probably going to be snowed in for the next 24 hours, so there's potential for me to, get some work in on here. And first video confessional of the season is now in the books, so I am signing off.